Started. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a standard gauntlet, which is just going to be, I'm going to play these 5 standard decks listed, and I'm going to be playing on the ladder. I believe I'm starting like top of gold. I think I'm like the end of gold tier 2. I have like 1 tick away from gold tier 1. So like towards the top of gold. I'm just going to be getting as far as I can on the ladder because I haven't done my ladder grinding for the month. Been playing too much Modern recently. And I'm going to be playing with these different decks. And I played a lot of standard going into Worcester. And that's when a lot of decks weren't really figured out. And we've had multiple standard events since then. And we've had these 5 archetypes have kind of bubbled up to being like pretty popular. They've, showed up in top 8s. They've won events. And so this is kind of like a little metagame snapshot of decks that I think are pretty viable, that have been talked about for a while and seem to be pretty powerful. And we're going to start with Bant Scapeshift. So we're going to go ahead and look at this list real quick. I don't have a lot to say about it because I didn't make the deck list. So I'm not really going to try to dive in. Oh, it reordered it all, so it's so hard to look at. But I can try to reorganize here. Basically, it looks like the idea is we're going to try to do instant speed Scapeshifts with Teferi Time Raveler, and that way we can just immediately untap with our Field of the Dead zombies and kill them. Now, this is like Scapeshift where you have to have like 7 lands to even make anything at all. And I think at 7 lands, you make 7 zombies. And at 8 lands, you make 16 because you grab a second Field of the Dead. Let's read this land. 7 or more lands with different names. Yeah, so you need at least 7 lands. And then you obviously want like up to, I guess the max is like 4 plus 2. So like you want like 10 lands to get all 4 Field of the Deads. And if there's a Field of Ruin, can you disrupt this? Let's look at this real quick. Does this check on resolution? Whenever Field of the Dead or another land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 more lands, create a black zombie token. I think as soon as it triggers, there's no like intervening if, is there? Oh no, there is. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hopefully we don't get Field of Ruined. If we do, we'll have to play around it. But or just like not grab basics, or if we get Field of Ruined, we just grab a basic with a different name. But yeah, we're basically going to try to use Route, Elvish Rejuvenator, Grazer, Grow Spiral, Grow from the Ashes, has Kicker to grab what, 2 basic lands? Yeah. And we're going to try to like ramp out a Scapeshift and kill people. And the sideboard seems to be basically set up to be good against like Mono Red, and I don't know what the hell Crucible's for. Is there any land destruction standard? No idea. And then like counter spells to protect our combo, Veil of Summer to protect our combo. And once again, more Mono Red cards. So let's jump on the ladder. Make sure I actually get this right. Traditional ranked. Oh, you're gonna get arena sounds. That's exciting. I turned off Moto sounds, so normally you just hear the sound of my voice when I'm streaming. All right, let's move this out of the way. This is LSV's list. He posted an updated version on Twitter. You should play that. Yeah, probably not. He won the tournament with it. I'm willing to check Twitter, see what else we changed. Looks like he wants like Aether Gusts, an extra Deputy, some Knight of Autumns. I guess he basically hated the Mono Red cards. It looks like the main deck's basically the same. Hopefully we just don't play against Mono Red. You have a Field of Ruin and Memorial Genius to pair with Crucible in certain matchups. That's true. It's true. Although, I don't really know if we're going to, like... Is there decks that play literally 0 basics still in Standard? I thought that was the thing of the past. This hand looks reasonable. Turn 1 Temple Garden, Arboreal Grazer, Temple. The thing is, this Grow Spiral is actually kind of bad in this hand. I mean, there's no way we're mulliganing this. This hand's probably close to as good as it gets, but the Grow Spiral does look kind of bad in this hand. Oh, no! Although Grazer blocks. Never mind. I don't care anymore. Oh, and Teferi is probably the best card in this matchup. We're so lucky. I'm the luckiest. We're going to get to Temple to put a land on top, hopefully. I don't want another Growth Spiral. I want more lands. Because I need like 8 of them. On the bright side, this shuts down their Curious Obsession line because we get to just block. Now, there's no way of knowing if they actually had a Curious Obsession there, but this enters tapped. I actually didn't even know that. Oh, well, we still get the Growth Spiral. Next. Go! Tannen Grease! I'm here because Draker's gas. Oh, thanks, Tannen. Oh no, they're tapping the thing down. Probably should Growth Spiral while we know it doesn't get countered. Oh, no. No! Even Scryed! We're so unlucky. What's going on, Ken? Drake, did you get a chance to look into variable video quality? I did, not a poke. I looked into it, and basically, it looks like if you're not like one of the popular streamers, it's not something that you have available to you. Like partnered streamers, which I'm not, have access to that setting, and they receive precedence based on how big their channel is, which makes sense. I mean, capitalism, etc., etc. But it does not look like I'm going to be near big enough to actually be able to manually change the video quality on mobile, which kind of sucks. So they have like 1 billion mana up. So they either have another flash threat or a bunch of counter spells, and so we want to play like mediocre cards to keep them from counter spelling me. Or at least from their counter spells from mattering. So like we don't want to play like Teferi, I think, because I think that card's gonna be really good. We want to like play something like a little mopier. And we're gonna use the Teferi at some point to bait out Scapeshift, but if we can actually get to 7 mana and be able to go Teferi then Scapeshift so that like we tax their counterspells in the same turn, I think that's probably gonna be the best. And in the meantime, we can just like Krasis. Oh sure. All right, go. Yeah. So they had another flash set, which makes sense. We're receiving the beatdown. It's kind of weird doing this deck plays no sweepers. I don't really know why that is. Fun playing Overwatch last night. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Weak sauce. Yeah, I'm sorry, not a poke. Trust me, what if I could? But yeah, basically, it just has to do with like their server bandwidth and like if they allowed all the streamers to like change their video quality, apparently that would screw stuff up. So we can make a 3/3, which does block relatively well. We could just Teferi and try to pick up the Storm Tamer. We have a lot of options at our disposal. We can play around Spell Pierce. We can play Teferi around Spell Pierce. But Krasis is a little better against counterspells and is a little better at us hitting lands. Like, we really want to hit our land drops, and this uncounterably at least draws a card. While Krasis for 3 isn't ideal, it's probably going to bait out a counterspell because it blocks insanely well here. And it's still going to draw us a card, so we're still getting value out of it. And so I think this is, even though it's the least exciting turn, I think it's probably the best turn. Krasis, please. Lookouts, Dispersal. Yeah, as we expected, got countered, looking for a land. Hit one, although now we've played like 3 Field of the Deads. This is actually like really bad, I think, right? We're gonna have to sack some Field of the Deads. It's just awkward. Cat. There's a very low chance I block. So I'm probably supposed to attack. I'm not gonna attack. I think that 1 damage is pretty marginal. Oh, they had a flash. They had a flash creature. Could have blocked. I know it's not on you. Okay. These are in the air. I mean, we'll block 2, obviously. Take 4. Puts me on a 3 turn. Now we do need to start playing things they have to counter every turn. It's a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can play our 7th land. We can Teferi this turn to try to beat out a counter spell. And then we can Teferi plus Scapeshift next turn. All seems fine to me. Ooh, this resolved. So we can pick up Spectral Sailor. And if we do, then what happens? They can't draw a card. Alternatively, we can just plus, pass, then like plus again in Scapeshift. I don't really know. I don't really want to die. Might just pick up Siren Storm Tamer. Then we can go like block. It still dies. I don't want it to die actually. I think having this Teferi in play is pretty high value, and so I'm just gonna plus it and pass. I expected it to get countered anyway, and so like if they somehow like tap my creatures down and then like kill it, then like I'm fine with that. But like as it is, I'm glad we saved the Rejuvenator because now we have a chop block for Teferi and we can like instant speed the Scapeshift next turn. Meow. If they played Tempest Gen, I think there's real merit to just trying to bounce it. Curious Obsession? Sure. I will be blocking that with Elvish Rejuvenator. This is all going face? All face, huh? Alright, well, block there, block there. It's weird that they put it on this. I mean, I get it, they have to get past this, but this is just, like, pretty awkward, because, like, I'm still going to block it anyway. I had plans to block that creature this turn. Terramander. Oh, no. Does that put me dead? 5, 6, 7. So if they have a spell, I'm dead. So I think we actually have to pick up this Terramander, right? 5, 6, 7. So we can. 3, 4. They're far from dead. Ugh. This is a tough one. I think I want to try to hit my 8th land. Right? I want to try to hit my 8th land. And then we can play Teferi. Yeah, so let's minus. Let's pick up Terramander. Because it's one of the only things in the sky. Let's minus pick up Terramander. If they counter it with Siren Stormtamer, we still draw a card. That's fine. And oh no, it counters the ability. We don't draw a card. Very stupid. Well, yeah. No, they can't counter this. I'll keep this one. Plus it up. Next.
Might be a bad idea.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make all these in combat. Hey, Scalaruni, thank you much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Make all our zombies in combat. And hope to draw well, it looks like. I hope this works. I'm so ready to screw this up. Okay. I can't see my lands. What are you doing? Sack one of these, one of these, one of these, this. I could sack a field, but I think the extra zombie doesn't really matter that much, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to make 6 zombies. I think I'm just fine with that. That's got to be good enough. I want to leave the other field in the deck for if we hit the 8th land. Temple, Tranquil Cove. Temple. Sure, let's fix our mana. Make our mana look great. Don't need... Enter step. I hope I didn't click. I hope I clicked different lands. I really hope I didn't screw that up. Alright, excellent. Make lots of zombies. 5, 6. Bottom of that. Block here. We're going to double block the Merfolk Trickster. Actually, might triple block it. And we can't block with anything else. Yeah, let's double block here too. I'll make sure. 1, 2 spells. I don't think they can grow the Terramander, so I think these blocks are good. And then we have Teferi to pick all the other stuff up. Oh, well, they could have grown it. Whatever. We'll just pick it up with Teferi this turn. It actually just doesn't matter at all. Alright. Minus. Pick up Terramander. Draw a card. Drew Guildgate. Make a zombie. Next. Well, that was pretty powerful, as Scapeshift tends to be. Pretty busted. Big fan of Scapeshift. How's it going? Never met you in person, but you seem cool. Well, thank you, Scalaruni. I really appreciate it. I go to a lot of SHE events on the East Coast, so if you're around there, you'll probably be able to beat me. If not, then it's gonna be probably pretty tough, unfortunately. Yeah, let's just grab a Guildgate. Don't think it super matters. I made sure you grabbed a basic there. It seems really marginal. Probably should make some extra zombies just in case. But what do we have? We have 6 zombies. It's 12. Yeah, I think I need like 2 extra zombies for it to be lethal. But I really don't want to waste the Scapeshift. Whatever, I'm just going to cast it. I don't think they have any answers, so I'm just going to cast it. If they somehow have an answer, then you got me. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands with different names. We're going to sack 4 of them. We're going to grab basics. Thornwood Falls. Do we have a Sunpetal Grove? We do not. We grab a Field of the Dead and a Blast Zone. Probably should have grabbed that the first go around. Make us like plenty of extra zombies. Make sure they're very, very dead. And pass. Think this will be it. Yeah. Got him! Scapeshift so busted. Teferi with Scapeshift is nice. And Teferi looks super stupid in this matchup. It looks so freaking good. Alright, there's no way we don't want Veil Summer. That card's gotta get in our deck. Ripjaw Raptor looks awful. Deputy might be okay. See with Ixalan's Binding. I'm not sure how much we want to rely on the removal. I tend to grind the NOG Midwest circuit being located in Illinois. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That circuit's been picking up a lot. There's like a lot of big names playing on it, and like I've seen like the coverage and stuff like that. It may just be my perception because I'm friends with a lot of the people that run that stuff, but the energy circuit seems to be picking up a fair bit. Looks super cool. Alright, there's no way in the world we're cutting lands. Like, we need to cut, like, interactive spells, right? So, like, we have to ask the question, like, is Prison Realm, like, Krasis worse than some of these cards on our side? But I don't think the answer is yes. Like, it kind of feels like the worst card in our deck is probably, like, Elvish Rejuvenator. I don't even know. Is it better than Grow from the Ashes? I just don't know. Like, I think I want to play a normal game with them. Arboreal Grazer's insane. Grow Spiral maybe looked a little medium, but even that seems fine. I just don't know how I want to what axis I want to fight them on. Ixalan's Binding is easily counterable, so is Prison Realm. Deputy Detention's a little harder to counter, so I'm actually going to bring the Deputies in over the Prison Realms because I kind of think they do the same thing. I think that Mono Blue's going to try to fight us on the counterspell axis, and so Veil of Summer's already good. Deputy may just be like bad. It may just like legitimately be bad, but I'm going to shave a little bit of ramp and plan to block the creatures, which maybe means that I think actually that means that like the creature removal isn't very good. Like if we're fighting on the counterspell axis, we have good blockers. It just doesn't really matter. Maybe we'll bring in one. We'll bring in one. There we go. This is calculated sideboarding. Calculated sideboarding. I've been a big fan of Deputy against Mono Blue, and yeah, it's pretty great. I would trim Krasis because Melody can kind of steal the game from you. They'll definitely take... If they take it with time down, Veil helps. Yeah, so the thing is, like, if we're casting a ginormous Krasis, like, I just don't think we care, right? Like, if they take our big Krasis, then that means two things. It means, one, we've gotten a bunch of lands into play, which is how this deck wins. Two, it means that we made a giant Krasis and they stole it, right? Which means that we're up on life, up on cards anyway, and like we have a bunch of lands, so we're just set to Scapeshift them. If they spend 4 mana on their main phase taking my Krasis, like I've got to be able to just sit on tap and win, right? Like it's kind of my perception of how that should play out. That may just be incorrect, but that is kind of my perception of how this plays out. This brings me back to my Gates days of playing tap Guildgates. His hand is slow, but I don't think there's any way we can mulligan it. Because Hinterland Harbor is the only land that can possibly come in untapped, and that's with us drawing a shock land, I'm actually not going to play it first. I'm going to play it last. And we're gonna gain some life. We're gonna gain some life lands. Oh no! They have the combo! They have the big combo. Well, I think these are the games our deck's just gonna lose to Mono Blue, right? Like, I'm not really sure there's a universe where we win this game, but whatever. Maybe they'll screw it up somehow. Actually, if we draw Blast Zone, that's big game. Because, like, it's an uncounterable way for them to, like, for us to get a threat on them, but I think this game is going to be very, very hard for them to lose. Our hand was a little slow. I just didn't really want to mulligan it because it had all the pieces that we're looking for, and that's really attractive to me. Yeah. Yep. We're going to start moving to discard soon. On the bright side, their card advantage doesn't matter a huge amount because their deck sucks. Well, their deck doesn't suck. Their card quality, individuality is much lower than ours is, and that means that, like, their deck is, like, going to struggle. Like, to utilize all of their cards every turn. Like, they have a lot of 1-drops, but, like, they're just, like, what? They're putting more 1-drops into play. Like, even still, with all these cards they've drawn, they have 4 1-drops on the table. If we draw a Blast Zone, there's a 5th 1-drop. If we draw a Blast Zone, we're actually in pretty good shape. We did not. I'm just gonna try to cast this. It's probably gonna get countered. They have cards coming out that are like ears. Oh, maybe not. 4 looks at a blast zone. That is not a blast zone. Are we gonna try to like manual mode make creatures? It seems way too slow. So I think I value the Scry the highest. Teferi. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna play our 5th and 6th land, so we have 2 Teferis. Blech. I don't think that accomplishes anything. Alright, go. 5, 6, 7. Dead in 2. Basically have to draw a blast zone. Makes sense. Derp. Derp. Blast Zone is busted against this deck. I don't know how Mono Blue is a deck people are playing when you're like playing against like Shifting Ceratops, which feels like a true name Nemesis that's like a 4-mana 5/4, and you're playing against like what's it called? Blast Zones. It's just like, what are you doing? How are you justifying playing this deck? Fry too. Even Fry is a big one. Just like zap their stuff. Classic Mono Blue beating up our 4 CMC sorcery deck. No kidding, Skull. How do you say that? How do you say it? Skullrooney? Skullrooney? That is noticeably not a Blast Zone. So, we can actually live another turn, which is kind of big. We can play a Krasis for 4, gain 2, go to 7, and then we have a Chum Blocker on the ground. Don't really have a better plan at the moment. Yeah. I suspect this will get countered. If not, it's actually pretty good for us. Alright. There's Escape Shift. No attacks. I'm not sure that Escape Shift actually gets us anywhere, but we have Escape Shift. Meow. Sculler Rooney. Like Tide Hollow Scunner. Okay, cool. I didn't know for sure. Alright, you win. Concede. Shockingly, in their drawing 3 cards a turn, they found an answer to a 3-mana green 1/1. Well, that was unfortunate. That makes me kind of want the second Deputy, especially on the play where we're going to be maybe more likely to be able to like turn 2 it off like a Grazer or something. I think I'm going to shave Circuitous Route. That card seems like it's a billion mana. I'm actually going to bring the 2 Grow from the Ashes back, too. I actually don't like Route at all. Maybe I'll cut the last one and even bring a Prison Realm. Like, I really, really don't like Route. I lied. I'm going to have 1 Route. The Calculated Miser 1 Route. Here we go. It's kind of nice, because, like, I kind of feel like I'm playing Gates still. I feel like I'm playing this, like, a better Gates deck that, like, plays a bunch of tap lands and, like, kills your opponent by getting a payoff from that. 1 Route. Yeah, Skull already. I did the math. I went in the lab and did the mathematics. Bant Scapeshift is sweet. I wish this deck was, like, I wish I'd found this deck on week 1. Like, the things I was doing with Scapeshift were pretty bad. And, like, I could not get the mana to work. It was just a disaster. I really want to keep this. Is this insanity? Like, this has got to be insanity. But we're on the play with Scrylands. And we have a turn 3 Teferi to bounce their 2-drop or their 1-drop that they put a Curious Obsession on. I'm, like, this close to keeping it. Like, Scrylands are so good at mitigating Flood. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. We're doing it. We're here to learn Standard. Look, a spell. This spell kind of sucks. I think we have to top it, though. It's like, A, it's a spell. B, it's actually like a fine spell that we're going to want at some point in the game. Oh, they have no 1-drop? That or it's the Flash 1/1. It could be the Flash 1/1. Okay. Alright. Don't show me a land. Another Teferi. What does that do? Does that accomplish anything? I don't know that this accomplishes anything. Maybe it accomplishes something. It's a spell. So far, my formula for putting a card on top of my library has been, is it a spell? Alright. So they have Lookout's Dispersal up now. Unless they play Curious Obsession, which they did not do. Not playing Curious Obsession here is actually pretty big. Because it means that we are under no pressure. Now, we can play a Teferi. If it gets countered, they can't play their Trickster. If it doesn't get countered, we pick up Sailor, draw a card. And if they play Trickster, then we're just kind of sad. I'm going to run this into a Lookout's Dispersal. Oh, or just a negate. That works too. Mostly I just want to keep the clock off me. And tap out to incentivize them to put Curious Obsession on this. There's just like a lot of reasons that I think I want to like kind of start running these spells into their counter spells. Like we're under essentially no pressure. This is a billion deep turn clock. What? Are they always playing this? Whatever. Well, we could just take their thing. Kind of down for that. Yeah, let's take the thing. Take a thing. Them tapping out in the main phase is really strange. The reason I was willing to do that is because I have the Veil of Summer. So, like, I can just, like, Teferi here. Yeah, I'm going to Teferi here, and then if they try to counter it, we Veil of Summer. Try to get more cards out of them. Derp, derp, derp. Spectral Sailor. Okay. I don't really want to pick anything up yet, so I think I'm just going to plus.
I've got it.
Enters tapped. It's not blocking. Get in the red zone. Take that. Go. Could just cycle this. Okay. They're going to pressure Teferi. Looks like that might be their plan. They kind of have to, right? Oh, okay. They're just going to hit me with this. 4. Maybe they're supposed to just hit me with this Pteramander? Nah, there's no way. They have to hit Teferi. Okay, this is insanity. Yeah.
Time for plan B.
Okay. I don't know how this can be correct, but they did the math. They did the math. Yeah, that probably is what they mean. Your read on Tempesion, I think, is very likely if they're willing to spew this many cards. I could also just pick this up and eat 3 Spectral Sailors. Is it time to cycle this yet? I think I'm going to lose this Teferi, so I actually don't think I can cycle that. Arboreal Grazer is big money. So yeah, there's no way we can not -3 on Pteramander. Pick it up, draw a card. Oh, another Deputy is disgusting. We've drawn very well. So we can just Deputy, eat the 2 Spectral Sailors. That protects our Teferi for another turn. And we can play Deputy Rejuvenator. It's kind of weird that we have to waste them on Spectral Sailors. Pay 2. Rejuvenator. Find a field? Ooh, we found a field. Actually, are we supposed to grab Genius? I don't really know. I'm just going to grab a field. Try to start manual mode in this. Look at this. The Battle of Anemic Beatdowns. Alright, attack you. And then we have an Arboreal Grazer to block the Tempesion because their mana's constricted, although they drew a second land, which makes sense. So yeah, it's going to be Gen plus Pteramander here. And they have 2 spells in the yard, so they're not actually going to be able to pump up the Pteramander. We just have 2 Grazers because we're professionals. Plus, let's put a Grazer into play. Do we hold the other one in case we draw a Krasis and want to put a land into play in the same turn? think we are supposed to. No attacks. In turn. We have the Veil also just like, yeah, we can draw a card if opponents cast a blue or black spell this turn. Spells you control can't be countered this turn. You and permanents you control gain hexproof from black. Alright, yeah. Cycle this so that you can't tap stuff down. We drew another one. Take that. Alright. Three mana. Yeah, we get to like backswing. I'm not even sure we're supposed to. Face. Face. Okay. I'll block here. I'm down to take 5 damage. My life total does not matter. I think. Not with Arboreal Grazers and Veil of Summers and stuff. I just want as many turns as possible. And like, you're hitting me with a smaller Tempest Gen. This attack doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Because like, as the game progresses, they're going to play more islands. Their Tempest Gen's going to get bigger. It doesn't really make sense to me that they played this way. Alright. Yeah, let's just make it my turn. Scapeshift. You don't hate to see that, chat. That is not something you hate to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can make a billion D things. Alright. So we can Grazer. I really want to hit a land. Does this draw a card no matter what? No, it does not. Tilt. We can attack with both deputies. Then we have to like jump block. It's so awkward. They have 5, so they can power up their thing. So we play. How many greens do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 7 mana. So yeah, we can play 6 mana worth of things on 4 greens. So yeah, let's just play this. I really don't know if I want to wait for another land or not. It probably depends on how this turn plays out. Like, I'm willing to wait for another turn if they keep attacking my face and I just chump block once. Although we're kind of running low on time. We'll have to cash the Teferi out. All at Teferi. This makes me want to just Scapeshift. Because this is like pretty clearly telegraphing killing Teferi and then having counter magic up for the rest of the game. Is making 7 zombies good enough? I think so. Let's float some mana. Blue. And let's Scapeshift. We can just sack all the lands. Dead! Gotcha! Yeah, I think that was lethal, right? It was Xaxes if they don't have another creature. And we get to, like, block for Teferi so that Teferi gets to pick up 1 creature if they only have 1. It's pretty sick. Got mono blue. Look at that. We got some XP and some gold because I haven't done my daily quests. I'm such a bad person. Alright, well, that first match took a little longer than what I wanted it to, but that's okay. So we got it 2 over mono blue. Alright. Back in the pit. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not blocking with Rejuvenator that turn, right? I'm just like, Grazer, Grazer. Oh, I guess I do have to block. Maybe they screwed that up. Because I think I'm 1 short of lethal. I guess I just get to live the following turn, right? Because I just say no blocks is what actually happens because I can't block everything. I just say no blocks and let Teferi die. There's no reason to block. Big stupid. 2 routes, 2 lands, Growth Spiral. We're on the play. This is kind of a greedy keep because the Grazer's not insane. The Grazer's like fine though. It might get us to 4 mana relatively quickly. Like, we have the potential to have 4 mana on turn 3, which isn't overly exciting. We'll probably have 5 mana. We have another shot at a land. I mean, we have to plan to draw our lands, right? Like, this hand's just, like, kind of fine. It doesn't have escape shift. It interacts, though. I'm going to try this. This hand's not good. This hand's not good. It's probably fine. Wajjo wants to mull? No. We're a critical mass deck. We need, like, a critical mass of spells. I think this hand's probably fine. What am I doing? Let's shock this in. In case we draw land for turn. Put this in. This is a keep? Yeah, I think this is a keep as well. Yeah, if you want the -3, yeah, basically the plan is do they have a creature or not. And, like, honestly, I don't think I care if they have a creature. We just hold the blockers back for our next turn. We have Veil to protect our stuff, and we swing, put them to, like, 2 or whatever. And it's like, okay, cool, we got a pile of zombies. Hey, look, I got literally as reward as possible. We're playing the Mirror. The Mirror seems to be about hitting land drops. So I don't regret keeping this hand, but we need to hit a land here. Uh-oh, we have one more shot at it. Attack. Show them what's up. Sloth, bleh. Okay, if we don't get to route next turn, I think we're dead. Because, like I said, this mirror has got to be about getting ahead on lands. Blast Zone's cute. Oh, puke. What does it do? Oh, no. What do we need? Do we need a plains? Wouldn't mind a green. Could do a plains. I don't think it particularly matters. Don't think it particularly matters, says man who's going to get punished by grabbing a plains here. I think there's a higher chance I need to cast a white spell next turn than a double green spell. Oh, let's put it on tap. This card's so broken. It's literally Search for Tomorrow. Meow. The Shuffler's notoriously bad with 2 land keeps. Is that like a thing? I don't feel like that's a thing. Is that a thing? Is the Shuffler like actually like any different than normal Magic? I thought it actually was supposed to help with like... No, that's in Best of 1, right? In Best of 1 it's supposed to help. Opponent is having a hard time trying to figure out what to do. Alright, well, we drew the land right on time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think anything they do currently matters, so we're just going to route. They don't play Counter Magic main, right? Like, LSV wasn't, so there's no reason not to just route. Grab the Guildgates. Guildgates have individual names. Let's grab basics. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, we actually got some field triggers. Insight. Thank you much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Do we show them what's up? We show them what's up? I don't think we will. I didn't even realize I had a Field of the Dead in play. Just got to make 2 zombies. Disgusting. Does it mean we have 8 mana or 7? 1, 2. It means we have 7, right? Yeah, we have 7 mana. So if we draw an untapped land, we get to like Krasis for X is a billion and hope to hit Escape Shift. Or we could just route and try to like manual mode it. Like if we draw a field, we're definitely just routing to try to like manual mode. Grazer. Blech. So we can make a Krasis for X is 5. That seems a lot worse than just making more zombies. So I'm going to make more zombies. I guess we go to combat first. Do we prison roam first? I bet we actually prison... No, we prison roam after we route. Duh. TL Hunter 07. Thank you much for the follow. I really appreciate it. This is actually kind of hard, right? Because like we have to like think about what happens if we get scape shifted. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Quit your whining. Whatever, let's just go to combat attack. Go, gadget, zombies. Gross spiral. Do they have a field or something? They're going to field and block. I wasn't lying. They are going to field and block. You go block. No damage. Okay. This mirror is dumb. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and route. I think I can grab basics still. Oh gosh, what does the land do? Or another land is about for your control if you control 7 or more lands with different names. I think I can grab lands with the same name, so we're gonna do that. Oh no. We're gonna grab like a gate and a basic. Gate, basic. Make 2 more. Look at all my zombies. I have a lot of zombies. It didn't leave up white. Are you kidding me? No, auto tapper. No. All right, fine. Yeah. Bite me. Ugh. So busted. If only I had a white card in my hand. That would be so good. Thanks, auto tapper. Well, missed out on a scry. It's extremely marginal, I think. But, I mean, it's the mirror. So the mirror seems like it's going to be 1 based on margins. If we get Scapeshift, I think we try and ride Krasis to victory, probably. It looks like now we're kind of at this, like, weird point where we have to, like... I don't know. It seems like the first person to draw Scapeshift, but in the meantime, like, Teferi's an insane draw. Even drawing another field on their end is, like, pretty good. Just, like, min-maxing our scries and shit. This turn, if we whiff... Oh, God, that Prison Realm is such a beating. Whatever. Oh, no, they have a route, too. Now they have 3 zombies. Yeah, we're just gonna Krasis. Krasis. Hope they whiff. It's obvious they don't have the Scapeshift. They probably would have done it. Well, maybe not. Maybe you're supposed to hold it as long as possible. That's a good pickup. That's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can leave 1 mana up. So we do it for X is 6. 5, 6. Please leave a green up. God, if it doesn't leave a green up. Okay. That was about to be so bad. Alright, land for turn, make 2 zombies. And then this is where Grazer's insane. And why holding Grazer is sometimes important. Put a land into play, make 2 more zombies. Bam, bam. Yeah, we'll swing with these. Go. Chump blocks. Oh, the double blocks. Trade resources. Alright, we're up. 5 zombies on them. Don't Scapeshift me, bro. Don't Scapeshift me, bro. We're so dead if they Scapeshift me. You should have gotten both gates in case you draw a Grow from the Ashes. Now you don't have 2 basics to grab? Yeah, I do. I have 1 basic. Oh, well, yeah, you're right. I don't have 2 basics. But I was worried about running out of, like, lands with different names and stuff, but I guess that doesn't really matter. Oh, God, they have a big Krasis, too. Oh, no. Is picking it up a good idea? It seems like a really bad idea. Oh, no, they have another field. This game is stupid. Maybe I'm supposed to pick up my own Krasis. Oh, we have our own Scapeshift. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 mana. The things I want to do cost 6, 10. Perfect. So I want to Prison Realm this. Attack for 6. Play it to Teferi. Do we have white sources for this? Yes, we do. Alright, excellent. Prison Realm this. Bottom that. Goodbye. Play a Teferi. Plus it up.
Here we go.
Go to combat. Everybody. What does it say? Until your next turn you may cast. So this is just, like, I think this sticks around even if he dies. But they're willing to just trade off zombies, which is cool with me. And the Blast Load's only on 2, so whatever. We drew the Scapeshift first. I suspect we were very skillfully going to win this match by having drawn the Scapeshift first. It does stick around, that's correct. Cool. Prison Realm. Whatever, I'm not gonna slow roll anymore. Scapeshift. I don't know what their out is. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think there's any out. We drew the Scapeshift for them. We're so skilled. Skill. Alright. So now we have this weird game of, like, who's gonna bring in what? Like, are we gonna bring in the Veils and the Vetoes? Should we just bring in the Veils and not dilute our deck with Vetoes? Should we bring in, you know, Ixalan's Binding and, like, try to play a fair game, assuming the Scapeshifts are going to get countered? I don't really know. Probably not. With, like, Veil and Teferi, like, the Scapeshifts are probably going to resolve, so we should just take out, like, the bad cards, right? Like, always take out the bad cards. We should take out the cards that are, like, kind of clunky, use our mana. Like, I think Route is going to be a bad card here. Because it, like, uses all our mana on our main phase. We don't get to hold up counter spells. And, like, it's very likely to just get countered by them. So I don't want, like, a billion Routes. Grazer also looks like it sucks. Maybe Grazer's worse than Route. Even, like, with all that knowledge. Because, like, the fair game Route's, like, really good. We're gonna do a calculated 3-1 split. Because I don't know for sure, and I don't want to screw it all the way up. Yeah, let's just do this. You bring in Crucible? Why do I bring in Crucible? Oh, to play my lands after scape shifting? That sucks. Is that really what this match becomes about? That's so bad. I bet Krasis kind of sucks too. Maybe we actually like don't want Krasis? Blocks zombies well. It attacks Teferi as well. Maybe Krasis sucks. What sucks more? Maybe Route's better than Krasis. Krasis does not seem good. Because, like, it's just, like, tap out, bunch of mana, doesn't really do anything. I guess it's fine. Set of my deck. Really doing some calculated sideboarding. We're running out of time, too. Got, like, 1. To be able to recur Field of Ruin? Oh, that's so good. That's a good deck building thing right there. Recur Field of Ruin to win the long game. And you need to get rid of their Crucible, so like Deputy. Good. We have to get rid of their Crucible? That's so inbred. This mirror is so inbred. I'm not bringing a Deputy. This is not happening. Well, we have the Field of Ruin. We're on the draw. We have the Scapeshift. We have a Spiral. We have a Rejuvenators out the wazoo. And a 26 land deck, we have a couple steps at a blue source and a couple steps at a land at all for Rejuvenator. I think this has to be a keep. We have no interactive spells, but like... I think we're just going to keep, like, good critical mass of spells, like 2 big payoffs, plenty of ramp, and, like, a reasonable starting number of lands. And we just need to pick up any land. Like, the fact that any land lets us Rejuvenator, I think, is what makes this hand reasonable. Like, the Gross Spiral we can cast later in the game. That's fine. Especially because we're missing, like, we're not going to, like, be looking to spew a bunch of lands really early on because we don't have them. We don't even have them to spew. Alright. Another Scapeshift is, like, basically the opposite of what we want. That's fine. I think this hand executes the game plan well, so I like it, even though it's like a 2-lander and a 26-land deck. I think we're probably going to miss a step or two, which is going to suck, but they left Grazer in. I think Grazer's got to be like one of the worst, right? Yeah, Liquid Drill Land. I'm such a god. We're going to hold the field to keep our field from getting fielded, which is like pretty terrible. Yeah, see, like, I don't think that they necessarily have another land in hand. Like, the Rejuvenatoring here, God, if they miss, it's a disaster. But, I don't think they didn't play land first. I don't think they necessarily have another land. Ooh, they don't. You don't hate to see that. You don't hate to see that. Alright, here's a Rejuvenator. Well, we don't have a land of our own, but we have Dealer's Choice on these lands. Well, if Field of Ruin is what the mirror becomes about, then I'm going to prioritize not grabbing basics. Fighter of the Night, man! I'm here to heckle the streamer and get free stuff. Well, the free stuff will be every 5 matches, so it's not going to be... do we trade? I think we just trade. I don't really see a reason not to trade. You're going to have to wait a second. 1, 2... The fact they have Route in their deck, just like jammed it. Tilt. Play our 5th land. Rejuvenator? Do we just Rejuvenator? I'm gonna Rejuvenator. Field of the Dead. Field of the Dead or Blossoming Sands? Field of the Dead lets us manual mode. I don't think we're actually going to have to, but, you know, it'd be like that. So they need to draw land and have the Scapeshift in order to make a billion zombies. And even then we can, like, catch up by just, like, blocking for a turn. Maybe bouncing one with Teferi. Oh, okay, never mind. Another route makes that very hard to, like, matter. I maybe wasn't supposed to bring this card in, but I feel like the mirror is going to be about Dovin's Veto, and I don't want it to get broken in half by Dovin's Veto. But if they, like, Gross Spiral, I'm probably going to cycle it. Like, they're holding up Dovin's veto. My turn. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to cast Teferi. I'm actually going to pick up my Elvish Rejuvenator.
Stand by and watch. That's more like it.
Yeah. Try to grab another land. We missed. That is repulsive. Well, we can either discard an extra Teferi, which I'm probably going to do, or discard Growth Spiral. We missed on the land drop, picked up Rejuvenator, so we have another shot at a land, but this is obviously not going our way. Going to need to draw a little bit better. We're still stuck on one blue source, too. Ah! I wonder if they're, like, debating the merits of... Like, this is another spot where, like, a Wrath would be reasonable. Why doesn't this deck play any Wraths? Like, none. No Time Wipe. No, which I think would be fine. Like, no, like, Planar Cleansing, which could be fine. We have Land Tutors. What are you doing? We're escape shifting? Ugh. Ew. I think we're dead. Yeah, we look dead. This looks dead to me. Hey, Mikey, how's it going? Opponent has taken too long figuring out what the heck they're doing. They're about to use timeouts. Alright, well, that's a lot. Ah! I guess you bring in Deputy because of this, huh? It is a sweeper for the specifically the tokens. I didn't even think about that. I'm so bad. Alright, yeah, we'll bring in Deputy next time. Because, like, we would have an out here of Deputy, but we don't. It takes, like, what, 10 of these? We have no way to win. Alright, I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't care anymore. Once Scapeshift resolves, you're a Hydroid Krasis deck, so what board state are you losing to? Didn't say that at all. Listen. I just don't really buy that the Crucible is important. Like, it just doesn't look like all the stuff that we need to line up is actually going to. I think the Veil of Summer is probably too deep. I think we just need to focus on actually hitting our land drops. So we're just going to, like, hope that they don't draw it. It's probably too inbred to just, like, we can bring this in and gain a bunch of life. Yeah, alright. We're just gonna like bring in Deputy, try to answer their escape shifts, and like not really worry about like trying to protect ours. That is what I've decided is good. Especially because we already have Teferis in our main deck. Out linear OP. Train. Oh, perfect. Alright, on the play I'm actually gonna mulligan this. We can do better. Which, don't sound so surprised. Alright, I'll keep this. Love it, love it. Hate one of these Rejuvenators. Hate it. Done. Temple of Mystery. Sure. Go. Your turn. Gain a life. My land was better than yours. Alright, we're gonna grow a Spiral now. Scry. Dovin's Veto. I'm actually gonna take that. I feel like that card is going to be high impact. And if not, then I will probably die. You think they have the Dovin's Veto? I think they have Growth Spiral. You don't have it. Told you they don't have it. They never have it. I kind of want white sources. We already have, like, good developed mana base. Deputy D&D also answers Krasis, which is great. That's true. Growth Spiral. We can, like, kick this nonsense. What does this do? Grabs 2 basics? Kick it. Kick it. Bow, wow, wow. Bow, wow, wow, wow. Yeah, it looks like we have hit our lands first, so now we're drawing to Krasis or Scapeshift. Yes, that one. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just grow. Grow from the ashes. It puts it in untapped, so we can just, like, grow. I guess they should like put some on tap too, so we can grow then Rejuvenator. That's pretty good. That's not poor. Last I checked. Alright. They're not going to Scapeshift me this turn. I refuse to believe it. So, boop. Good card. I'll take it. Make a Zambi. Go, opponent! And now we have Scapeshift and hope they don't have Dovid's Veto. It's a plan. I promise. Yes! I now think that we are incredibly likely to win this game. If they don't have Deputy in their deck... Oh, no. I mean, we have 1,000,000 mana. So I'm just going to cast this. Teferi. 1, 2, 3. I think we can do this. Busted! This is busted. Plus it up. Alright, and now we have what is commonly referred to as the combo. In turn. Alright, let's start counting lands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, ooh. Probably just going to grab... Probably just going to sack everything and grab 3. Alright. Block here. Block here. Those are my blocks. Trade resources. Because this game is about card advantage. Oh no, making more zombies. I see they're on the pray I don't have it plan. I have bad news for you, opponent. I actually do. Does it say 7 other lands the same names? Yeah. So we just like sack everything, grab 3 fields and 6 other lands, right? There's no Field of Ruin. I guess we just don't grab the plains. Okay. Sure, dog. I don't know how many zombies are making, but I imagine it's less than me, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And they also screwed up by not sacking that, right? That like is going to cost them 2 zombies. Which is going to matter, because we're about to slam a lot of zombies into theirs. Although, I think we're going to have an overwhelming force of zombies compared to theirs. My opponent always prays I don't have it. Sadly enough, it's often in Modern, and I always have it. It's the idiom. Scapeshift players, they always have it. I just never didn't have it. We literally do. Alright, make a bunch of crap. I'm sorry, I don't care. Resolve all. My turn. Alright, I'm going to sack all of my lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, first things first. We need the 3 fields. 1, 2, 3. I love how it shows up at the token as soon as you click 1. Alright, and then we need 1, 2, sure, 3, 4, 5, 6. Intercept. Yeah, right. Resolve all. I have more than you. Sure, here's some more. Actually, we're gonna minus and pick one up. No, where are you going? I wanted to hit you for 1 billion. Alright, that matchup looked skill intensive. I am lying. Bant Scapeshift. Alright, we're 2-0. We're 2-0. We beat Mono Blue, we beat Bant Scapeshift. This deck's broken. Busted. I just got a bunch of packs. Look at this. I got a bunch of stuff. About to get a Tomebound Lich. I don't know how you get those. I need a bunch more XP. Hopefully we'll get that today. So much skill. I played professionally. I mean, that's what I did. See, what I did is I put my lands into play, and then I just Scapeshifted them. That's just good, clean living. I'm so good. Unless it's in top 8 and my opponent goes card into Witchbait Orb, then I don't have it. I mean, if you have it, it just doesn't do anything. About those packs, I'll be giving out packs every 5 matches. We'll be playing 5 decks today. I'm gonna give out probably 3 packs every 5 matches, maybe a bit more. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, might give out like 5 packs. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'll figure this out. 4 packs. Probably just gonna have to like put them in the chat or like do some kind of like way of personal messaging people. Because I don't really know how else to give away arena codes for packs. This hand sucks. I don't know why I'm still looking at it. Oh god. How does a 26 land deck run into this problem? Alright. I mean, I'm all this, whatever this is, small. Keep 5. I'm gonna have to hope that Prison Realm is not important in this matchup. And Krasis is one of our ways of staying back in the game. Teferi interacts. We're on the draw. Teferi's kind of bad on the draw. Basically, I'm just going to hope to draw ramp spells into Krasis and hope that whatever they're doing is slow. Oh, that was such a good draw step. Like, there's no way I'm putting any of the lands back, like, when we're this low on resources, because the lands are the most important things. Alright, go. If we draw another land, which is kind of funny, we want to draw another land, then we're going to have a pretty quick Krasis. Probably supposed to cycle this. Really? Plussing it. That's wild. Alright, we still have another shot at it. So yeah, we want to draw an untapped land next turn to like Krasis for X's 4. Just like get the extra card out of it. If not, I don't know if we're still going to play the Krasis. Because, like, it's obvious this Esper deck is going to have removal spells for it, right? Great. Oh, now we're going to get Thought Erasure on draw step. Ugh. Oh, we didn't. I'm owning. Pay 2 life. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me cards. Give me cards and stuff. Attack their Teferi. Nah, we'll hold off for now. Maybe they'll pick up my Krasis. That would be sicko if they would please pick up my Krasis. I can't imagine they're going to. My daughter Liliana requests Liliana as your Planeswalker. I don't know if I can actually change that. Oh no! Big Teferi. Like, it does something random each time. Every 5 matches with Scapeshift is every 2 hours. You think it's going to take that long? Probably just from clicking. Is this LSV's list? Yeah, it is LSV's list. I don't know if he's playing 28 lands. They minus? Oh, I guess he just has, like, Kaya's Wrath covered? I mean, it's just Kaya's Wrath from my thing. Ugh. Did we just Scapeshift anyway? No, they don't have Kaya's Wrath. There's no way that's right? I might just do it anyway. Like, what is our path to victory here? Are we going to let them untap with 2 Teferis and pretend that we're going to somehow win this game? Like, we're never going to get it off at instant speed. We're probably never going to resolve it anyway. Like, pay 2 life. Alright, yeah, we're doing it. We're just going to make a bunch of zombies. Simic Guildgate. Alright. Scapeshift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sacrifice all my lands. And, like, even if they wrath me, I'm still gonna be able to make, like, 2 a turn, right? Alright, 1, 2, and then we need 6 different named lands. Alright, let's grab, like, Scry lands and stuff. Scryland. Memorial to Genius. It's kind of funny that, like, I feel like it matters what lands we grab. Blossoming Defense. Blast's a good pickup. Grab, like, an extra breeding pool. Boom. Intertapped. I feel like this deck should play more Scrylands. I wanted more targets for Scrylands there. Alright. Yeah, resolve all this nonsense. And now we have, like, Blast Zone to cover their, like, Planeswalkers. We get a Scry, and we also get... Oh, yeah, keep that. And we also get... Oh, yeah, we're going to show them what's up. We also get, like, a Memorial Genius. I feel like we just have a lot going on. And, like, that's going to help us, like, answer this board state. And even if they have Kaya's Wrath, like, I'm going to play this next turn and make 3 zombies. Like, Kaya's Wrath me every turn. Because, like, that's the plan now. Attack the Teferi with Grazer. Oh, yeah. Dominance asserted. They know who the better player is here. They know who the professional is here. They have returned a zombie to my hand and drawn a card. Are you dead? Did you just die to this? This is insanity. No way you died to this. Hero of Precinct 1. Dog, do you know how many zombies I have? Okay, you clearly don't. I have 15. 3 blockers is hitting you with 12 zombies. So you have to have like a cast down. Fine. Fine. Let's just go to combat. What are you doing? All attack. Face. Pull this back. Go. Yeah. Okay. They didn't have Kaya's Wrath. Veto seems good. Veil of Summer seems unreal. Crucible of Worlds seems like it's going to be actually pretty good. Binding might be good. I feel like Grazer is like actively like the worst card in our deck, so I'm going to pull that one out. Derp. Route seems okay, but not insane. It's like very easily countered. Derp, 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 derp. We still need like 2 more cuts. Kind of like Rejuvenator. It's like a good bridge. I like Prison Realm. It's like a good answer to early Planeswalkers and early threats. Like if they Thief Sanity me, I'm probably going to want access to it. Maybe the Crucible just kind of sucks. Because like they're probably going to try to counter on my Scapeshifts. Alright, we're not going to bring Crucible in this time. Derp, 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 derp. Cut a land. I don't really want to do that. Cut a route. Done. Hope he doesn't see the line where he attacks for lethal. I'm tapped out. Yeah, I don't really understand. I don't understand the logic of keeping playing that game, but hey, you know what? We're in gold. Maybe I screw it all up. Maybe that's what happens to me. I don't really know. I'm doubtful, but hey, maybe that's what happens. Yeah, his hand's busted. Keep 7. We got like lands, we got ram spells, we got payoff, we got all the stuff. As good as Scapeshift hand as it gets. Cat, meow. Can I spam click this yet? Because, like, the fact it was broken is washed. It is washed, I tell you. Go. Like, are they still out here banning people? Oh, please hand hate me. My hand is great. Yes. Thought erasure this, nerd. Doop, doop, doop. A land? How did this happen? Alright, well, I'm just going to go ahead and go Spiral. Oop, boop. That Doan's Veto is nice that they didn't get a chance to see that. I imagine they're going to Teferi me, though. Tragic we didn't have it this turn where I could hold up both, and like Doan's Veto or the small Teferi if they have it, otherwise Grow Spiral, but now they're just going to small Teferi me. This card has no text. And they took the Prison Realm. I guess I should have known as soon as they took the Prison Realm, right? King for 2. I have a Field of the Dead. Am I supposed to cast this? I don't think I'm supposed to cast that Girl from the Ashes. Which kind of sucks. Small Teferi makes all the like counter stuff I brought in like pretty bad, right? Maybe I wasn't supposed to bring it all in. I don't know, it all seemed fine. Waiting. Thought erasure? No? Okay. Pay 2 life. Here's this thing. Whatever. Countering spells doesn't do anything. Yeah, I put 2 basics into play. You probably should count this if you have a counter spell. I mean, I realize I have 2 Scapeshifts, but your plan shouldn't be trying to counter my Scapeshifts. If you've played Modern at all, you know that Scapeshift's pretty good at beating counter magic once you let them put all their lands in play. Because you just, like, overload the counter spells by playing multiple things in a turn. Here we go. Ugh. I love this, like, good, fun standard. Just Teferi into Teferi. Just every game. It's the plan. Teferi into Teferi. Like, man, I can't wait for these cards to rotate. This one more so than this one. I actually don't mind Little Teferi that much. Like, it makes counterspells unplayable, but that's fine. Like, counterspells in Standard are usually actually really, really good. Big Teferi is just obnoxious because it's, like, always the best thing to be doing for 5 mana. It's like that or Nissa, right? Like, both of those cards are just stupid. I'm gonna get the auto erasured. Okay. This little Teferi is actually probably the take, ironically. Okay, it looks like kind of a mopey card in our hand, but like draws me towards another land. They took Dovin's Veto? You have little Teferi in play. What are you doing? Doesn't can't outweigh can? So like if I plus up, I still can't cast instants? It's not how that works, right? Whatever. I'm just blown away. I will cycle the draw card. No, submit.
I'll protect you.
3 of a kind. Yeah. When you get back to the main screen, click profile to change your avatar. Yeah, mine's just like rotating it out. I guess I can change it to Liliana. What are your thoughts on the Bant ramp deck? I've seen people playing it for a while. I just despise Voracious Hydra. Oh no, I despise Voracious Hydra too. Like, in Standard, very rarely should you be paying a bunch of mana for a big dumb idiot. Like, your bunch of mana play needs to be like, needs to be like something that gets immediate value. Like, that's why like Finale of Glory was reasonable, right? Tuck my Teferi. If you were gonna tuck it, why did you not just take it with Thought Erasure? I just don't understand. I'm gonna make a bunch of zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, sure. Here's a skip shift. You're gonna let it resolve. I don't understand. What am I missing? How did this game play out this way? This is so strange to me. Yeah, you know what I want. I want the Blast Zone. I want a Temple. I want a Gain Lifeland, a Hallowed Fountain. Something else that gives me ETB value. Sure this. Enters tapped. Enters tapped. Alright, here's a bunch of zombies. Go! I just don't... I cannot fathom how the game played out this way. Snap that one on top. Now you have to wrath me. Kill your own hero. And I get to... You knew about the escape shifts. How did the game play out this way? What do you have? Is it like a time wipe? Bounce a zombie. Deal. I'm just going to kill all your planeswalkers. My plan is kill literally all of your planeswalkers. I do not care about anything else. Like, I only have 14 power here anyway, so I'm just going to clear the board, and I'm going to win with these other 2 escape shifts. After jellyfishying for 1 million. He's been playing 3x Cavalier, 1x Tameo, Green Cavalier. Green Cavalier's great. I think the Green Cavalier is like a good card in ramp decks. This is not really a ramp payoff, and it gets you to your... I don't know, it bridges the gap well, it blocks insanely well, and it gets you to your ramp payout. I have no idea how this game is playing out this way. We need to figure out what's going on. Next. Attack 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Go. This way, if they have like some removal spells, it's gonna be hard to defend all of their stuff. Like, if they start killing my tokens, like, that is fine. Alright, yeah, they're cool with this. Lose all the planeswalkers. Okay. Sure. 5. Yeah! Bunch of mana. Draw a bunch of cards. No land. You got it. We have Teferi plus Scapeshift, though, which is a combo. It is a combination. We still have to Kaya's Wrath me to be in this game. That is fine. Probably just going to route plus, like, bounce a thing. I feel incentivized to route, so I'm going to do that. And then we can, like, bounce, like, hero or something. Bounce Elite Guard Mage. Might do that. Dovin's Veto. Oh, should have played the Teferi first. Good job, Drake. You're very good at this game. Okay.
Sorry I'm late.
Yeah, just bounce that. Make sure my Teferi lives. Draw a card. I still didn't draw land. Tilt. 2, 3, 4, and we'll tackle this. Hold one back. Beat you down. This is like plenty of power to attack and defend Teferi. So like we get to fight on both axes here. We get to fight on the inevitability with Teferi, and we get to fight on the card advantage I've already gotten off the first Scapeshift. Like he's at 10. They need to figure out how to like kill my board state and still answer Teferi so they don't get instant speed Scapeshifted with the Scapeshift they know about. And I'm just drawing to a land to like set up a lethal Scapeshift combo. So like I don't really know what the plan is here. Like letting them draw a card is like fine because we just want to keep Teferi around so I can threaten all the things. Thought erasure. Joke's on you, nerd! I have 2! And yeah, like I don't see how they don't have like how I don't have lethal on this next turn. But what do I know? Hey, a land. That is what I was looking for. Intercept. Make a zombie. Plus up. Next. Next. All attack. Sure. This may just kill him as it is. I don't know. I haven't done the math. I'm not a math guy. You are currently taking $1 billion. It's only 9. Fine. I had 1 million blockers. Next. You're at 4. In the turn. You can kill Teferi, and then I don't know how you get out after that. You have to like kill Teferi, play your own Teferi. That's fine. And then plus up and have Kaya's Wrath or something like that. It's like a weird way that they get out of this game. I had to leave for a second, so if you responded to him, sorry. I'm sorry. Play hero, concede. Alright. We beat Esper 2-0. Esper hero. 2-0, Esper hero. Alright, we're 3-0. We're 3-0. We're moving through pretty quick. I will be right back as I have to use the restroom. Look at all that XP we just got. Alright, I'm going to leave you here on this screen, and I will be back in a And I'm back. Here we go. Let's finish out these last 2 matches. This is probably one of the slowest decks we've played today, and so at least I hope it is, because otherwise I'm going to be up till like midnight playing all 5 of these decks, but that's okay. I am here to play some Arena. I have not played Arena in quite some time on stream, so I'm excited to get a lot of Arena content in. Have you heard of Brahms? I don't know what you're talking about, Tiki. This hand looks like exactly what we're trying to do, right? So let's do it. This deck's also like pretty easy to play, it feels like. Like I have little to no experience with this format, and I feel like I've played fine. Like, it doesn't feel like this deck has been particularly challenging. Go. We might just get ran over here being on the draw. On the play, I bet you this matchup's actually probably fine, especially if you have a Grazer on one. But on the draw, I suspect we're just going to get run over. Unless they don't have a land. Please don't have a land. We have a chance. 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 Oh, that's actually going to help a lot. We need a white source, obviously, but I think that'll help a lot. This allows us to, if we draw an untapped land, we get to go route, which is going to let us, like, next turn go field, Rejuvenator. No, they drew a land. As it stands, we're just going to Rejuvenator. Oh, does it tap my thing down? It does. Ew. They're still not quite at Loxodon yet, so, like, them being staggered by a turn is insane. Yeah, we don't want a removal spell yet. We're going to put this blocker in, hopefully tie up a little bit of their mana. Wouldn't mind a Blast Zone either. What's a man got to do for a Blast Zone? Need a white source, so we'll grab blue-white, interstabbed. Play this. Growth Spiral. What does that do? So it means I get to do nothing, right? So my plan is play field, untap. Like, we're going to untap, play field, route. So this card doesn't really do a lot. Yeah, okay. Go. And, like, hopefully that'll give me enough blockers for the following turn. This is probably a Marshall. Ugh. Alright, what's the damage? It's a lot. I think we're supposed to throw this away to block. Take 5, 6. Go to 7. Yeah. So now if we kill Marshall, we just, like, don't really get anywhere. So we have to field. And then we're going to make 4 zombies and make some blocks. Route. Let's grab a Guildgate. 2 Guildgates. Simic. Azorius. And that should give us 4 zombies to work with, which hopefully shouldn't keep us from dying. And then we have Teferi plus Scapeshift combo on the following turn. Alright, I think we're going to win this game, but you never know. You never know how things work out. Brahms is so good. It's a Southern American fast food chain. I worked there, and I used to have to scrub under the counters for the ice cream and ones where the food is made. Okay, it's in northern Texas, Kansas, Missouri, and maybe New Mexico. Yeah, I've never been to one. I live in northern Alabama, and so, like, we don't really have any of that kind of stuff. We don't have any, like, the Raising Cane's. We don't have any Wawa or what's the other one? It's like something versus Wawa. I don't even remember what it is. I've had to have, like, all these things, like, on the Magic Journey. We don't have anything near me. Tap really taps big stuff. I think it taps, like, anything greater than 2, so it would have actually tapped the Rejuvenator. Oh, no. They're moving one of my guys out of the way. Okay. Should we go, like, block, block, block? Actually, we should double block, right? Block, double block, double block. Oh, this is just bad. We just need to survive, right? Yeah, we just need to focus on surviving. Well, I think we're going to survive no matter what. So we might as well, like... Take 5, go to 3. If they have Lightning Strike in my deck, in their deck, I feel so stupid. So I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna get Lightning Striked. The fact they've showed me red, like, I would have made that block if I thought it was mono white. But the fact they showed me red, like, I'm just not going to do that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have a million lands. All right, let's gain a life, make a bunch of zombies. All right, and let's Teferi. Plus next and turn. Alright, now I don't know how we lose. Resolve. I love how they didn't sack their Dauntless Bodyguard too. That was kind of wild. I can be your hero, baby. You can take... Shawnee, Oklahoma. No idea where that is. Try it when you come to OKC. Yeah, playing Grand Prix is pretty tough for me. Going to all the SCG Opens means that, like, I don't really have a lot of time to go do other things. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? They probably think this is gonna kill me. Eat Teferi. Alright, well, let's just Scapeshift now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we sack one of the Field of the Deads and all these lands. Submit. And then we're going to grab the other 2 fields and 6 lands with different names. So we're going to grab one of these, actually not Temple Garden. One of these, one of these, one of these, one of these, one of these. Intercept. Intercept. Make a bunch of zombies. Oh, yeah. Look at that, chat. Look at that. The old 28 triggers on this deck. Opponent's still playing. Okay, they decided to concede. They have successfully found the concede button. This deck is really good. I hate to call it already. This deck is really good. I see why it won the the Grand Prix. So against mono white. Do we even want this card? We probably want this card. We almost certainly want this card. Ugh, I don't want that card. Do we even want this card? Ugh. It seems so bad. And, like, they don't have any reach, really, so I'm actually not going to bring it in. Like, it's better against mono red, where, like, they might be able to punk me out even after I, like, make a bunch of zombies. So I'm probably just not going to worry about it. Krasis is pretty medium. Scapeshift's great. Grows great. Teferi actually kind of sucks, right? It's, like, easy to attack. The bounce doesn't really matter a lot. It's interactive. I don't really know. Shave on, like, some a little bit of the ramp. A little bit of nonsense. This is just trimming stuff. Pseudo at random. Krasis is kind of expensive for what it is. Maybe we'll cut it to Teferi instead. I actually really don't like Teferi in this matchup. Put this back in my deck. Leave like 2 Teferis in. Burp, 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 burp. Alright, we'll try something like that. Boop. It got lucky. Conan Hawk. What's up, Eric Hawkins? Did you play against LSV in the top 8? Everybody, shout out to Conan Hawk there. He's a streamer as well, and he's a great streamer. Just top 8'd the Grand Prix Denver. Professional Magic player. Has a sicko team and everything. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep 7 here. No, I lost to the Nexus player. What were you on? I'm trying to remember. Were you on Feather? What were you on? I think I'm playing your deck list later. Are you on Feather? Or are you like on Vampires? I don't even remember. Let's figure it out. Grand Prix Denver. You were on Vampires. Okay. Yeah. The Hunter was on Feather from that top 8. LSV got lucky due to him saying he needed to get lucky. Fair. If there's a way to get lucky, that's a reasonable one. No Grazer here is really tilting, but like this hand has like all the other things, right? Where we should have like a turn 4 Ripjaw Raptor, which seems kind of sick of. Unless they play a tapper here. Okay, Legion's Landing I'm cool with. Bodyguard. You're on time, pal. You're on time. You are on time. Well, it's actually probably worth it to play it, right? Oh, there's no way. Like, I just want to draw the card, right? And if we draw an untapped source, we get to play it. Is this going to soak up... The real question is this going to soak up more damage? I don't know. I'm just going to play this to try to stay alive. Did not come on the turn I wanted it to. This is like... I feel like this is a little more conservative, but like the fact we have Deputy as a reasonable backup play... And, like, also an answer to whatever big thing they're going to play this turn, be it Loxodon or whatever. Or that, I'll eat that. That's fine. Alright, block here. Block. Alright, take 3. So we're either going to Ripjaw Raptor, or we are going to... Oh, we're going to Ripjaw Raptor, never mind. Raptor, turn's yours. And then we have Deputy for whatever, once again, whatever big thing they draw. be it Marshall. It's probably Marshall, given that they couldn't play it that turn. Like, if they had Loxodon, I feel like they would have played Loxodon that turn. Does Vampires play, like, the 6-drop one? Turn 3 with Sorin? I don't think they play a 6-drop one. What did they play? They played a Snubhorn Sentry? And they just didn't attack? That is insanity. This Ripjaw Raptor is stonewalling the team. Alright, well, if it's going to stonewall the team, then it's going to continue to stonewall the team. And we're going to play Elvish Rejuvenator and just try to ramp. You don't hate to see it. Dude, I haven't whiffed on a single one of my Elvish Rejuvenators. That's just good deck building. Gosh, this deck feels like so much better against mono white than it would be against mono red, because they just have no reach. Alright, there's the Marshall. We expected this one. We have Deputy Detention for it. Slam. We're going to take 4. Going to line this up with this. Sure. Yeah, we'll line this up with... No, I want something that'll, like, actually, like, deal damage and draw a card. So... we should actually just block here. Block here. And we can just, like, throw this away, right? So we'll throw it away and take 6. Pay 4. I draw a card. Lerp. Okay. Alright, what is this? An Elvish Rejuvenator. So we can Rejuvenator plus Deputy. Awesome. So we're going to Deputy, eat the Marshall. Thank you. Nom 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 nom. I'm so smart for bringing that card in. Smart, 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 smart. Yeah, here's a Rejuvenator. And if we hit a land with a different name, I think we have to make a zombie. Alright, looks like we did. Both of these have different names. We're at the Guildgate. And a zombie. Look at this. Look at this supporting cast. A motley crew of blockers. No attacks. Sorin is great, and the Knight of the Ebon Legion is also great. Knight of the Ebon Legion, I actually think, did more for the Vampires archetype than Sorin did. Is that an insane claim? Because they just gave them the 1-drop they were looking for the whole time. I mean, I'm just going to Scapeshift, right? Like, there's just no reason to wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm just going to make a million zombies. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. 1 field, 2 field. Let's grab a temple. Temple. Memorial, why not? I want the blast zone for sure. I'll take a sands and like a breeding pool. Oh no, I wanted the field of ruin to shoot their stupid land thing. Whatever, I suck. Don't think it's gonna matter. Don't think them making a token is gonna be what loses us this game. Alright, 18 triggers. Here is some zombies. Kinda just want to throw the Ripjaw Raptor at him too. Oh, sure, I'll leave that on top. That's seems like a good one. Alright, sure, I'll throw this away. Go. I don't know what their outs are, but they don't seem like they have a lot of them. Conan, how did you not play this deck? This deck is insane. How did you not... What, like, how did this happen? Yeah, block here. Block here. Block here. Oh, block here. Sure, we'll throw 2 zombies away. Blocks. Block all your stuff. I like to attack on turn 2. This deck can attack on turn 2. You can. What you do is you play your Grazer on 1, and you attack on turn 2. I don't know how you mess this up. Nom nom Deputy tastes like sweet, sweet salt. Yeah, that game looked close. Alright, we just bodied mono white. 2-0 over mono white. Alright, we're going for the 5-0 on the ladder. Just hit platinum. Let's see how deep we can get in the ranks today. playing 5 different decks. We're actually going to be playing vampires next, Conan. So if you want to stick around, I'd really appreciate it. You can give me some tips and tricks. I don't know how long you're going to be around for, but as soon as we're done playing this deck, I'm going to lightning on to the next deck, play some vampires. Grats on the plat. Thank you. We're moving up. It's been a while since I hit Mythic. We're going to try to get as deep as we can. I don't think, even if we won every match, that we can hit it. I don't think we can. I haven't done the math. We can get close. If we win every single match somehow, I think we actually can get pretty close to Mythic, but that's very unlikely to happen. But we're gonna do our best. On the play, Grazer on 1. Any land lets us Rejuvenator. If we miss for a turn, we're not behind on lands. The upside's so high. I'm keeping 7. Like, Grazer is also just, like, very important in a lot of the aggressive matchups. Gosh, if we hit a land, it is going to be disgusting. Just, like, turn 2 Rejuvenator. Blech. Blah, blah, blah. Temple of Triumph. Well, the Prison Realm looks like it's going to be pretty good in this matchup if we're playing its Feather. No! No! This is the worst timeline. Temple of Tilt. When's your next Standard tournament? I think 2 weeks, maybe 3. I don't know. I do not know. I admit I do not know. Well, I'm going to kill that. Because I would like to hit lands, and ding. And I also just kind of want to force them to find threats. If they Feather here, we're in trouble. Opinion on the pay-to-earn mastery system. I don't really know. It wasn't super expensive on gyms, so, like, I paid for it. But, like, I don't really know if it's something people are interested in. It's, like, a neat incentive to play the game, and I like those. Like, I like when there's neat incentives to play Magic. Like, outside of just, like, play to grind. So, I think I like it. I think that means I like it. According to official rules of how this works. I think that means I like it. This honestly might have been bad. I don't know. The fact they had another... Like, they're still likely to have another threat. 5 cards in the end. I don't... Like I said, I don't know how far I am in it. It's just, like, something neat. I like Arena a lot, so I'm willing to do also a lot of the, like, things, like, that they let me do. Like, all the extra stuff I'm willing to do. The life actually seems less important than the scry. I really want to hit land drops. Grazer does not hit a land drop, so we got to bottom there. That temple, basically getting a card worth of equity, is nice. No attacks. We're not going to show them what's up. We're not going to Grazer them. I should have Grazered him a turn or 2 ago, but they have that haste card, so I don't want to feel like an idiot. They just haste out that one thing. 10th District Legionnaire, that's what it's called. Zap. Bleh. I wonder if they're just going to shoot this card too with the Reckless Rage. Probably are. Well, they had more threats. And they're about to get bigger. Blech. I guess I'm supposed to block while I can. Ugh. This is just not a good spot. I'm in a tight spot. Dreadnought Arcanist plus 10th District Legionnaire is busted. We're going to be playing this deck later. This deck looks sweet. They are just going to go ahead and kill it. Ugh. Look at this. Deal 7 to me? Just like that. We're kind of on the back foot. I guess a little Teferi would be nice. Being able to just like pick up the 10th District Legionnaire. Shut off all the work they did. Ugh. So my options are like Krasis or just Rejuvenator. I think I just want a Rejuvenator. Yeah, I think I just want a Rejuvenator. Ooh, a Field of the Dead. I guess I actually want the Game Life land, right? 1, 2, or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It'll be the 6th land with a different name. Versus the 12th life. Does the 12th life matter? Let's see, it's going to go to 7 power, 10. I don't think the 12th life matters, so I'm going to grab this. Oh. And if they have shock, I think I'm dead. Right? Feather, puke. This is going to be a tough one to win. Currently taking 2, go to 9. Okay, now we die in the air. I guess, maybe not. Take 6, go to 5. They can gird for battle. Yeah, I think we're actually going to be a little too slow. We have to draw like big Teferi. Or little Teferi, I mean. Make this 8, I go to 3. Block. Little Teferi minus Scapeshift. I don't even know if that keeps me alive. Block. I think it theoretically does, actually. Alright. Oh, you just get these back to hand? Never mind, I cannot win. 2, 3, 4, 6. Play this, we have 6 mana. They can just give something proc from both black and green and we die. Right? Yeah, I think we die. We have no blast zone or anything to like take care of anything. We just die. Well, okay. You got it. Man, it was so good. How did we lose that game? That's insane to me that we lost that game. Excellence Binding. I want everything that removes a creature in my deck. Everything. If it removes a creature, put it in my deck. I don't care if it's fat and slow. Excellence Binding has looked kind of bad. I really don't want to be paying 3 mana to put Untapped Basic into play, right? Teferi seems great. Grazer seems great. Route seems fine. Krasis seems slow. Actually, I got multiple Krasis. Alright, here we go. I believe Hunter said his aggressive draws were very good versus the shift deck. He said he felt favored, I believe. After that showing, I kind of believe him. Like, our deck's like a turn-ish slower, I think, probably, on average. I mean, that number's kind of made up, but, like, I think it's, like, not that far-fetched to say that, like, that's a reasonable guesstimate. Play first. Alright. Is this hand reasonable? Yeah, it is. Need a white source. But we have all the things. I don't know, this hand kind of depresses me. Just not having the white source kind of makes me like a little wary. Because like I said, I boarded in a bunch of removal in my deck because we're slower. And this hand NASCAR as well. This hand goes really fast and tries to kill them really quickly. And like it's good at that. But this, I think our deck is still probably a turn slower than Feather on average. And so like that hand isn't going to be good enough on its own. Sure, let's play this step. No attacks, end turn. Meow. Meow. Where's your cat, opponent? Get a cat. Resolves. Alright, now we need a white source. See, just like that, we need like a white source. Ooh, this is kind of playing out exactly like I kind of feared it was going to. Now we're going to miss a land, miss a land. Yep. Step 1. Miss a land. Just like that. Oh my gosh. And now, like, where we would have a removal spell so that, like, we can just keep them off a thing every turn, we're just, like, going to miss land drops and die. No! That hand looked so good, too. It just looks so good. And then like, this kind of crap always happens. Oh, no. No blocks. I just wanted a hand that was like a little bit slower, but interacted a little better. Or at least had the mana to interact. Yep. Arcanist. Hold up God's willing. Game is over. On time! On time and on schedule. Day 2 life. Here's the Teferi. Hopefully they protect the wrong thing. Teferi's very good in this matchup. If they have Reckless Rage, though, it's just going to be hard to utilize. Opponent. Opponent is in the tank. What you doing? They're thinking. I'm actually tempted to just plus this Teferi up, actually. And just try to untap with it. And that way we can just, like, start picking stuff off. LC, he might go to 29 lands because you can't really flood, but you can get screwed. Exactly. That's kind of exactly what this feels like. Alright, well, since they did nothing, we're going to bounce Arcanist and draw a card. Alright. No attacks. This kind of means if they want to redeploy Arcanist and, like, God's Willing, they're probably going to tap out a bunch of mana, and we're going to get to, like, Excellence Binding or Deputy anyway. And that's pretty nice, even if we lose Teferi. Like, they can potentially have protection up as well. And so I think we're still in a good spot, even if we lose Teferi this turn, which is a very realistic possibility. Like, they just have to have one of their million removal spells for Grazer, and then we run into the problem of... Okay, well, we're definitely going to block. Arcanist. That is fine. Shop Teferi. You got it. Can't believe they still have Shock in this matchup. Does that seem insane to me? Why does it seem so insane? Just jam the Excellence Binding? I think I'm going to. If we draw an on-top land, we get to play both these ramp spells anyway. I'm on the interaction plan. Maybe they won't understand how Excellence Binding works and will God's Willing here before I target. I'm not really holding my breath, but maybe they will. Hello. It looks like I will not be so lucky. Alright, go. So we're going to God's Willing this. We're going to hope to draw land and, like, start ramping. Their clock isn't super fast, although they do have a Shock to flashback. They bottomed a card. Like, they don't have the most aggressive draw, but they do have a resilient draw. Which means that after that, we're probably just going to have to hold off and, like, start, like, focusing on our ramp plan again. So many scries. And this is probably why the matchup's bad. Yeah, now they have an aggressive thing. They have multiple aggressive things. Although Deputy's insane now. Alright. Well. We'll take a bunch. Go to 6. Teferi. I mean, we just have to Deputy, right? Take 4, go to 2. No, we can block the Arcanist. If they ever draw a Reckless Rage, we're very dead. Legion War Boss? Ugh. Take 4, go to 2. Oh, no. God's Willing. They shouldn't be God's Willing here, I think, right? They're not supposed to cast this. Because I wasn't blocking that anyway. Alright. Block. I don't think they played super well, but I don't think it's going to matter. We are at 2. They have Shocks in their deck. We finally hit a land drop. What does the turn look like where we live this game? What does the game that we win look like? Block, block, take 2. So we need to produce 2 blockers somehow. or gain a life somehow, which Rejuvenator lets us do. Or we can pick this up. We go to combat, make a 1/1. We have to block here. And we take 2 still. Alright, yeah, we have to hit a gain life land off this, and they have to hit stone nothing. Block, block, block. Yeah. Alright, we have to hit a gain life land here. Well, we've already been through one. Here we go. Chances are super likely. We missed. Alright, we are dead. Because, yeah, we just go block here, take 2, die. Remember that part where I was like, we need to have interactive spells. Dead. Alright, we died to Feather. That matchup looks like it sucks. So apparently everyone should just play Feather if you want to beat this deck, right? Right. 4/1's not bad, though. Pretty happy with it. Didn't even get a game off of it. 0-2. Bam. With this opponent, if you held your breath, you might pass out. That's fair. That's fair. They're not quick. Not quick. Alright, so we just finished up with Bant Scapeshift. This is, yeah, I guess this is LSV's list that won the Grand Prix. The deck felt great. Like, a lot of the matchups felt very reasonable. Our sideboard felt pretty good. And it looks like LSV updated his sideboard. Probably is going to be better against Feather. Because that matchup looks like it sucked. And I think he did have Aether Gust in his sideboard, which would explain a lot. So, I have some codes to give away. I don't know the best way to give away codes here. I have to, like, assume that... Like, I could just post them in the chat and, like, it's first come, first serve. Like, whoever gets there first... Like, whoever can put them into, like, arena first, I guess, like, actually gets them. That's, like, a reasonable-ish way to do it. Or I could just, like, try to message somebody on Twitch, which is also, like, a pretty reasonable way to do it based on, like... I don't know, we could do, like, a poll. Let's see. What's the best way to go about giving away packs on stream? Either way, I think I'm gonna end the YouTube video. If you guys are watching on YouTube, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Not gonna do a long outro. Check out the sponsors. They've been scrolling at the top of the screen. The sponsors of the stream are great. Really appreciate you guys' support. Hit the subscribe button if you like the content, and check out the description for some more information and a pack. I'm gonna put a pack in the description. Thank you.